And now from ADC2, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
All right, let's start off with those weather alerts, watches and warnings across the state right now. A tornado watch does continue to be in effect for basically all of north central Maryland here. That watch is going to go up through 9 o'clock this evening, potentially at least. We'll see if it gets brought down a little earlier. Also, freshly issued flash flood watch, and that's up through midnight. It does include both Baltimore and Harford County. You see that kind of highlighted underneath our tornado watch, which is our main concern. And if you're headed north up 83, severe thunderstorm warning up into York County right now. That's going to be through 6:45. Maryland's most powerful radar right now. Where's the action? Well, it's up north, north of the Maryland state line. Pretty big line of activity here. This storm intensifying a little bit in the Hagerstown area. And this echo, this return echo, heads all the way up through Gettysburg and eventually up toward the Harrisburg area. We also note a tremendous amount of lightning coming through with this particular cell. And the, again, severe thunderstorm warning all across areas just north of the Maryland state line, including Shrewsbury. We'll see if we get a severe T-storm warning for Frederick County and Carroll County down into the northwest corner there. Big picture-wise, again, we're going to continue to monitor it because there are secondary lines. There are additional cells back south and west of the initial line, and so certainly something that's worth monitoring all evening long here across central Maryland. Even though it's quiet for the moment, realize there is action and weather brewing out to the west. 89 right now in the harbor, hot, humid conditions. This heat, this humidity, providing energy in the atmosphere. CAPE, we call it, convective available potential energy. That's why we have that threat for intense cells to form later this evening. Beyond that, as we work into the day tomorrow, we're going to drop the humidity and a much nicer day on tap actually on Friday as we again go drier around here and less humid. Right now, looking at the skies over Baltimore, a little bit of a sign of instability here with some of these clouds rolling in. I will say this, had we been brighter and bluer today and had more abundant sunshine, temperatures would have rocketed higher and the chance for severe weather would have been even more pronounced this evening. So in a sense, fortunately, we didn't get a lot of sun today or excessive heat, but still enough energy to produce that chance for storms this evening, really statewide, but especially here in the northern tier of our counties from Hagerstown all the way over into Elkton. Again, that main severe weather threat the remainder of the evening, high wind from any storm cell that does develop. And there is enough of a wind shear profile in the mid-levels of the atmosphere where maybe a few of those storms could rotate. So watching that carefully. Storms through about 8 or 9 o'clock, and then again, things clearing out. And by the time we get into the early part of the day tomorrow, much clearer around here, and temperatures will certainly be a bit milder, a bit breezy through the day, but again, less humid, and looking at a good day out on the water tomorrow. Not so much this evening. This evening, a time to not be out on the water if at all possible because thunderstorms very likely over the next 2 to 4 hours. Stormy conditions fed by that hot, humid flow out of the south and that frontal boundary just clashing in to that hot, humid air mass. And again, Futurecast showing some activity continues this evening. I think we're dry after that right through Saturday morning, though by early in the weekend there could be showers down into southern Maryland. Into the day tomorrow, temperatures climbing into the mid-80s, a bright day. Much less stormy, in fact, completely storm-free tomorrow, I think. But overnight into the early morning hours, that's what we're watching. Into the weekend right now, upper 80s. Again, improved weather on tap throughout the weekend, and that includes tomorrow. In fact, Friday really should not have that thunderstorm logo. Don't let that concern you. The thunderstorm threat is this evening.